A very good morning to everyone. Today we are going to talk about basics of programming. In this lecture, we are going to talk about first of all two main key terms. One is instruction, other is program. Then we are going to talk about Miss Goofy Kumari, which we are introducing as a character to understand the programming concept. Then we will talk about Miss Goofy Kumari's tool to do this programming task, and we will instruct Goofy Kumari to carry out some tasks, including main two operation. One is assignment operation, and second one is addition operation. So let's start with the first key term, that is instruction. So as a layman, if somebody asks you what do you mean by instruction, so we normally used to say it is a command, it may be a statement, or it may be an order. So that may be like, for example, close the door, boil the water, or maybe open up the door. So these are the some instructions that we use in our daily life also. Now, if we will talk about in computer programming, so the instruction may be input A, where A is my variable. I can add the value of two variable and I can store it in another variable, that is sum. So it is another instruction. Come to the program. How we define a program? Program is a sequence of steps to complete one task. So here my task may be posting a mail, it may be preparing a chapati, or it may be many more. And again, if we will talk about in computer from computer aspect, what is a program? So we say that a program is composed of multiple instructions that has predefined input, predefined output, and it must terminate after finite number of steps. So it's very important in my computer program that it must terminate after a finite number of steps. Example may be like finding out minimum or maximum of n variables or n numbers. So this is also one program that we have to write down in a form of a set of instructions so that we can accomplish our objective. Objective is to find minimum or maximum, and input is what? Input is your n numbers. Now, let's introduce this concept of character of Miss Goofy Kumari. So here is we are representing this as Goofy Kumari to understand the concepts of a programming language. And basically, we are going to talk about three main part. One is to store numbers. Second is to retrieve data, and third is to manipulate the data that we have stored in our memory. So for understanding, we are defining Goofy Kumari's tool, and the first tool that she possesses is Pigeonhole message box. So in this message box, she is going to store the data, and from this pigeonhole itself, she is going to retrieve the data. So this particular pigeonhole is actually acting as my memory in my computer. Now, whenever a message will come to Miss Goofy Kumari, she is first going to save it at temporary place, that is we are introducing as a tray. And if she has to read out data from the memory, so again she is going to use this area of tray, where she is going to first place the message here and then going to pass it to the desired place or desired instruction. And this is actually behaving like, we can say, the data bus, where we are actually using the transportation part we are doing here. And third one, we are talking about one operation table that we are talking about, where we are going to do the manipulation, where Miss Goofy Kumari will do all the manipulation if required on the data that are stored in this memory area, that is the pigeonhole, right? And this operation table is actually acting as my CPU, that is central processing unit in my computer, right? So these are the basic tools, and let's have a quick look at that how Miss Goofy Kumari is able to understand and how she will use all her tools. Let's come to a scenario where we have Mr. X, which has to give some message to Miss Goofy Kumari to store it at some place. Now this is up to Miss Goofy Kumari how she is going to save it. So as we know about the tools of Miss Goofy Kumari, so first of all, she is going to receive this message and going to place it in the tray, the message part. And from her tray, she is going to pass it to the pigeonhole message box. And as she is saving this data that she has received from Mr. X, she is also labeling it. Now, while labeling it, uh, reason being so that she should be able to recall that this message she has saved, she received it from Mr. X. So that in future, if someone asks about the message from Mr. X, she should be able to read out it, she should be able to retrieve it, right? Now, see the second scenario where we have Mr. Y who is trying to know about the message received from Mr. X, and he requests Miss Goofy Kumari that please give me the message received from Mr. X. So he is requesting for read X. So now Miss Goofy Kumari is going to look into the pigeonhole message box where she is going to first look for the label eggs and where the message is stored. And from here, she is going to figure out this message and she is going to retrieve it in the tray, and then she is going to pass it to the Mr. Y. And in this way, this Mr. Y is able to read out the message which was, you can say, saved by Mr. X. So this is as a layman we are doing what? We are trying to save the data and we are trying to retrieve the data. And we are just now going to see this scenario in our computer programming with the help of two operations. Now, first of all, we are talking about A is equal to 10, that is the assignment operation, where our interest is to create one variable A and assign it a value 10. So here, Miss Goofy Kumari, as we have talked about, she's going to use a tray to save my number 10. And from here, it is going to be passed in my memory, that is my pigeonhole message box. And it is going to be saved at one location and a label A will be assigned to it. So this is my one assignment operation. Now have a look on the second one when we have B is equal to 90. So when we are doing B is equal to 90, so again in the tray 90 will be assigned here, and now one more location, the 90 value will be passed and saved over there, and I am going to label it with a location B so that in future if I require to access variable B, I will use this label to retrieve the value of my variable B. Now, suppose if we have to do this addition operation, that is Z is equal to A plus B. Now, to understand this addition operation, let's have a look. Now, have a look at this addition operation where we want to add A and B and want to store the result in Z. So now first of all, we have to again, because we are manipulating my numbers, so we have to use this operation table. The value of A and the value of B will be fetched and bring it to this operation table. And this addition operation will be going to be performed. And we know 90 plus 10, that will sum up to 100. And now this value of 100 is going to be stored in the variable Z, and this is how my one more location is going to save this value Z, that is 100, and it is labeled with Z itself so that I can use it in future also. So in this lecture overall we talked about Miss Goofy Kumari and her tools to carry out basic operations including assignment and addition operation. So this is a self-check question that what is a program? So go through the all the options carefully and choose the correct answer. I hope you would have liked this lecture. A very happy new year to all of you. Thank you very much.